Hi, and welcome to this yoga for menopause. The flow today is designed to cool you down and help alleviate the symptoms of hot flushes. I recommend getting a blanket and pillows, blocks, a chair. Set yourself up and let's get started. We're going to begin lying down. Bring yourself to the wall if the wall is available. Otherwise, you can bring this pillow under your hips, specifically under your buttocks. Lie down and then bring your legs up. So you can see how doing this next to a wall will provide natural support. This is a really supportive posture. It improves circulation. It can help alleviate any swelling in the ankles. You can rotate your legs a few times, your feet one way then the other. Feel free to adjust here as much as possible. Again, doing it next to a wall may be a lot more comfortable. Close your eyes and begin to focus on your breath. Inhaling for the count of 4. Exhaling for the count of 6. Menopause is a natural part of female cycle. And while it can come with a lot of physical, emotional symptoms, it can bring issues with sleep, misunderstandings with people in your life. It is as natural as menstruation, pregnancy, and any other bodily changes. It varies, of course, in the effects it has on different people. This legs up the wall, by the way. I mean, we're just doing legs up, but if you're next to a wall, is a really good practice to relax your body. A really good practice to do before bed. Feel free to adjust, maybe bend one leg, bring it to your chest, maybe bend the other. Especially if you're doing it away from the wall, you may notice that your legs begin to get tired faster. So it's okay to do what feels right. Continue to take breaths with longer exhalations and shorter inhalations. I mean, long inhalations, just longer exhalations. All of the asanas in this practice are designed to cool you down. There's quite a few inversions because they also help to cool down. And we're going to use quite a few props, as mentioned, to help us as well. Continue to focus on your breath. You're welcome to set an intention for this practice or whisper a message of love to yourself. I love myself even if I am not at my best. I give myself grace. I love my body through its whole phases. Like the moon goes through phases, so do we women go through phases. Open your eyes if they've been closed and bring your knees into the chest. You can remove the pillow from underneath you. set it aside for now, or just keep it where it is. Interlace the hands over your legs, bring the knees into the chest, move side to side, massaging your lower back, giving yourself a hug, showing yourself love. We can always use more love. If you hear my belly rumbling, that's just what it does today, apparently. And I love it even when it rumbles. Grab the outer edges of your feet, bringing your legs, your knees closer to your chest, coming into a happy baby. Legs are bent. This asana is really good for relieving the stress and tension in the pelvic floor, which is where we as women tend to hold a lot of tension, and this is where a lot of sort of stressful energy may accumulate. Push one knee to the ground, then the other. You may stretch one leg, stretch the other leg. Do what feels right here. If you can't quite reach your feet, you can always grab your shins, even push your hips, or wrap something around your legs and pull on them. Like you can wrap a strap over both of your legs and then pull with a strap. Great job. It's a slower flow today, so don't worry if we're not moving too fast. Just feel every asana, feel your breath. Close your eyes to go deeper, using every exhale as an opportunity to go a little deeper. For the next breath in, bring your legs together and rock front, coming into tabletop. You can remove the pillow for the time being, put it aside, and then come into all fours, tabletop, hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Breathe in. Arch the spine, look forward for cow pose. Breathe out, find your navel for cat pose. Round the spine. Breathe in, arch. Breathe out, round. Breathe in. Let's do 3 more. Walk your feet, your legs a little bit back. Walk your hands a little bit forward. And sink your chest in between your hands, bringing your forehead to the mat for a puppy pose. You may also bring your chin to the mat instead of the forehead, trying to bring your chest closer. Do whatever is comfortable here. Pausing, resting. Any thoughts that come, allow them to pass without chasing after them. Breathe in. Walk your hands closer and sink your hips for child pose. Over here, the option would be to bring the pillow and sort of relax on the pillow. Maybe putting your forehead down or resting on one cheek. If you feel okay, just bringing your forehead to the mat, just do that. Balancing forward bend with backward bend, backward with forward. Continuing to cool down the body. We're not going to build any heat. By calming down the body, we're also helping avoid the triggering spikes in anxiety or any unhealthy hot flush stimulating responses. Relax here, continue to sink more and more into the ground, stimulating your forehead. You may rock side to side. Massaging the top of your head for the Aries energy. Whether you have it in your chart or not, we have Aries energy somewhere. At the very least, the house of Aries exists in everybody's chart. Breathe in, come up, curl your toes, and lift yourself into a down dog. For a gentle inversion, also really good for the symptoms of menopause, for hot flashes. Pedal the feet. Find a point of focus between the feet, between the knees, looking towards your navel. Eventually finding stillness, trying to bring your heels to the ground as close as they come. Pushing your chest in between the palms. You may adjust your dog so it feels more comfortable, shortening it or extending it based on what feels right. Don't forget, I forget, but don't forget to look towards your drishti, your point of focus. It's important. Begin to walk your feet very slowly, trying to keep the legs straight, closer and closer to your hands. Eventually pausing at the front of your mat. Again, you can adjust the pillow, remove it out of your way. I'm going to bring the blocks kind of closer to the middle of the yoga mat. Interlace your hands and rock side to side, softening through the knees, trying to bring the chest closer to the knees, bending the knees as generously as necessary. We're staying pretty low to the ground. Cool, cool ground, right? The heat tends to rise. So we're staying pretty low today. Shake your head no, shake your head yes. Good job. And then eventually come to sit down on your yoga mat. Moving through our postures. Bring the pillow and lie, kind of, move yourself a little bit, maybe 1/3 of the way down on the mat. Make sure the chair is right there in the direction of your head. And come to rest with your head and your shoulders on the pillow or the blanket. or both. We're going to do a supported shoulder stand, but before that, we're actually going to do halasana. So make sure you're comfortable and supported. And so we're doing supported halasana with our feet. Halasana is a plow pose with our feet resting on the chair, making it more restorative instead of forceful. So you're going to bring your legs up and then continue rolling your legs behind you, maybe a couple of times, until your feet find the chair. And so you're using your arms are resting on the mat, and your legs are resting on the chair. So you're in this lovely cave of love, while also stretching slightly, resting and cooling the body. We're here for a few breaths, so try to find a comfortable posture. Adjust yourself if necessary. It seems like these postures are pretty simple, but your body is still working. There's definitely, I'm feeling some shaky shakes. You can also support your back with your hands. We're definitely going to do that for the next asana when we move into shoulder stand. To come out of here and go into shoulder stand, bring your hands to your back. Your elbows are on the ground. And then begin to bring your legs vertically above you. For the queen of the postures, shoulder stand. Try to bring your feet are pointing. Your legs are straight. You're using the elbows to support. There should be no strain or discomfort in the neck. The neck is resting on the pillow. Continuing to bring the legs straight. A few more breaths. Make sure that you're controlling your breath as much as you can. No stress here. And then eventually bring the legs down. Separate the knees and fold the legs over your head. Now you are in this cave of self-love. Your feet are resting on the mat. Your knees are hugging the sides of your face. Doing great. To unravel, just allow yourself to roll forward. Great job. Remove the pillow again. I know a lot of props, a lot of movement back and forward. And we're going to do fish pose. And for fish, lie down on your back. And then grabbing. So your feet can be together or they can be slightly apart. I'm going to go with apart. You're going to grab the outsides of your legs and you're going to push with your elbows so that the top of your body begins to lift. And as it lifts, you land on the top of your head and you rest there. Okay, so breathing in, coming up, and resting. Good job. Again, there should be no discomfort here. Just a gentle stretch. To come out, you're going to breathe in And again, grabbing on the outer edges of your hips, of your thighs, and pushing with the elbows. You're going to lift yourself up and then lie down. So let's do this together. Breathe in and relax. Okay, good job. Knees come into the chest again, rocking side to side. Breathing in, coming up, giving your knees a kiss. Always. We're always kissing our knees here. And then bring your feet together while still lying on the ground. Allow the knees split sideways and rest for a little bit here in a supine butterfly. So you can bring the blocks as far away from your legs, or rather like further away, closer to the knees. You can bring it closer to the middle of your legs. Just make it restorative and supportive. Your hands may rest on your belly, or one hand on the chest, another on the belly. We're here for a couple of breaths, continuing to move through our sequence, actually coming very close to the end here. So take a few seconds to rest and relax. Close your eyes. I'd love to offer you an option of the lunar breath here to continue to cool down the body. We're going to take our right hand and bring the index and the middle finger to touch the palm, connecting the pinky and the ring finger so they're pointing and the thumb is pointing. And then you're going to use your thumb to cover your right nostril, and you're going to breathe in through the left nostril. And then you're going to use the index, the pinky rather, and the ring finger to close the left and breathe out through the right nostril. Repeat this again, using the thumb to close the right nostril, breathing in through the left. And breathing out through the right. Keep going. This is known as the moon breath because we're breathing in through the left nostril, and left side is connected with the moon versus the right nostril is connected with the sun. So the moon has a cooling effect versus the sun has the heating effect. So every time you want to cool your body down, you want to prioritize the left nostril, versus if you want to heat the body up, you want to breathe in through the right, breathe out through the left, and vice versa. If this feels uncomfortable, if you're stuffy, if you're sick and you can't breathe this way, then don't do it. Breathing techniques are fun to do, but they're not always applicable for everyone. I feel like I've been opposed to breathing techniques for a while until I took my yoga teacher training. But let's do a couple more rounds. Last one. When you finish, bring the hands back where they were and take a deep breath through both nostrils. Sigh it out through your mouth. And we're going to wrap it up the same way we started. Take the blocks away out of your knees and bring that pillow down You can also use the blanket, if you have a blanket, to maybe, you know, wrap yourself up in it, get yourself comfortable. And again, bring yourself to the wall if that is where you were. Being next to the wall can be quite comfortable and restorative, versus keeping your legs up is a little bit harder, a little bit more difficult. So you no need to make things difficult for yourself. And again, this is a really good posture to do before bed. So legs up the wall, or legs up with your hips resting on the pillow. I would use the pillow even with the legs up the wall. Makes it easier and more supportive. Close your eyes and rest here. Feel free to do this flow before bed and repeat it as often as you would like. I'm going to adjust a little bit, but you do what you're doing. I just think I want to bring the pillow a little bit further away. Yeah, yep, this definitely feels good. Stay in this posture longer if it feels really good for your body. Otherwise, you can bring the knees to the chest once again, and then come to seated and wrap it up. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you found this flow soothing and restorative and helpful. Share in the comments below what your thoughts are, if you have any ideas on future videos, and I'll see you soon. Bye.